Darlings, welcome to another Sunday Soul Path reading where we're going to be concentrating on your soul path and your purpose on this earth, all right, and everything else that comes in between. So, I have something very interesting I want to share with you guys before we get into the channeled messages and thereafter the reading, all right. We've been taught that God has created the world in 7 days, right, and that on the last day, which is known to be Sunday, supposedly God rested, right? So God rested on the last day. But if you look into the science of things and everything else, you realize that God didn't actually rest on the last day. God planned on the first day. So Sunday is the first day. That's why when God created the world, he first started by saying, let there be light. So Sunday is actually the first day of your 7 day cycle from Sunday to Saturday, right? And this is why I choose this day to do your soul path, because if you're not on a path, then every week is going to be the same. Nothing's going to be new. You're not going to learn anything new. You're not going to see any changes every week, and literally every day is going to be the same. But if you are traveling on your path, then every week and every day is not going to be the same. And this is what we're here for. We're here to guide you on your soul path, right? Every cycle, every week is different. So on this first day that God used to plan, all right, to plan the world, to plan everything else, and to bring light and clarity, I hope also I'll be giving you light and clarity. All right. Welcome to my channel. My name is Dipuo. For those of you that are new to my channel, hello. I hope you're going to press that subscribe button and join the family. All right. Would really love to have you over here, and all returners, I really appreciate you guys. I see your likes, your comment, your shares, your subscriptions. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're growing and we're growing together. And the most important thing is putting the message across. I really love the fact that you guys are watching my videos. I see you guys seeing me, talking to you guys and talking to God through you, and you talking to God through me. I love those vibes. All right, let's get into your first channel messages. The first one is always greet the sun. I'm going to be very brief about this one. This is something that I'll explain further on the new channel, but let me be brief. When I got the message, greet the sun, right? I grew up raised by my grandmothers, and most of the time we would pray early hours of the morning just before sunrise, and we would also pray late hours of the day just before sunset, right? And so I grew up on this concept. I didn't really understand any much of it, but I just knew that it works, and that's what I've been taught. And so I grew up like that. And when I grew into the spiritual woman that I became, and I started becoming a prophetess, a tarot card reader, amongst many other mediumships that God has handed me with, I also applied the concept, and I advised and I guided most of my clients to use that concept of praying in the morning just before sunrise and praying at night just before sunset, right? And recently, I just got more depth on it, right? So as time went on, I started realizing and understanding that, oh, okay, so actually we're waking up early in the morning to greet the sun, right? And then we are also praying just before sunset to greet it as well. In the morning, we greet it hello. At night, we greet it goodbye, as in see you later, right? And so, and then I also realized that, oh, that is actually the period of the twilight, right? Oh, why is it so important to pray in between that period? Well, we know the twilight is that period between darkness and light, right? Just like I said, early hours of the morning before sunrise, and late in the afternoon just before sunset, right? Those are the twilight periods. That is when the light and the dark blend for a bit, and then one has to take over, right? And so that is the best period for you to pray. Why? God has always allowed darkness and light to operate, and what is in between is us. We are the people that carry both, and we choose which one do we want to go with, right? Let me not explain a lot on that, but basically, please greet the sun. Greet the sun before you wake up, as in before sunrise, actually, not before you wake up, before the sun wakes up, okay? Pray before the sun rises up, and pray before the sun sets. Meditate, or just go into a soul conversation with yourself, with your God, with your beliefs and everything else, right? It is crucial for you to do that. Why? The sun is in charge of your solar plexus. The sun rules your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is quite important. Now, any other chakras on your body can be active. They can be going, crazy, man. They can be at their height, right? But they will not function well if your solar plexus is down. All 6 of them can be good. Even the heart chakra, which is the most important, all 6 of them can be very good. But at the end of the day, if your solar plexus is not functioning well, nothing. Let me make an example. Say your third eye is at its best. You see things, you understand things. but you'll never speak about them or practice them or put them into use because your solar plexus is down, which rules your courage and confidence amongst many other things, right? So your third eye, which is the one that shows you into the spiritual realm, can be active. You can see these things, but you'll never do nothing about it. For example, also your sacral chakra, right? It's your creation chakra, right? That's why I always associate most of the time sex and creating babies with it, right? Because it is your it is your creativity chakra. But amongst many other things, that also rules your creativity in any sort of art or anything else. Like, what can you create for yourself in this life? What can you do with your hands, your mind, and everything else, you know? So if that chakra is active, your creativity is at its best. Maybe you're thinking of starting this certain brand. Maybe you think you can draw cartoons for, you know, a show or something. I don't know what creativity you have, but whatever you're good at, it wouldn't be put into use. You wouldn't really do nothing about it. You wouldn't even, just see how far you can go with it up until your solar plexus is heightened as well. So greeting the sun is important because the sun is going to keep your solar plexus always heightened, which assists all your other chakras to also be heightened. Solar plexus is a catalyst. It's the one that, it's that front guy in a strike. What do you guys call it? I don't know, man. It's that front guy. Let me just say that. The solar plexus is like the president of the people. When solar plexus speaks, everyone stands up and does what solar plexus says. So you need to keep that one high. Okay, I hope I've made enough sense on that one. The second message is study your nemesis. And also, I don't want to emphasize a lot on that one. Study your nemesis. Study your nemesis. Don't be quick to react to people. Okay, don't be quick to react to people's actions because that's what they want. They need a reaction. So take your time. Give it to them. Okay, you gotta give them a reaction, but take your time with it, right? And this is going to for some of you, people are gonna see you as someone who comes across evil. Something is shady about you. 1, 2, and 3. Why? Because they do things and you don't really react then. But when the reaction comes, they know it's because of you. It could be years, it could be days, months, hours later that this person sees the reaction. And they'll realize, oh, so this is when you're responding. That's how God plays things. We pray, but we don't see instant result, right? They come at a time when they're supposed to come, when everything is in order, when everything is aligned, when God can give you what you ask for at its best, right? God is not just going to hand you something just for the sake of it because you asked for it then. No, God gives it to you when it's ready, just as you asked, if not more. So that's how you should also treat your nemesis, your challenges in life, stuff like that. Study things. I have a friend who took 13 years trying to understand a job and if that job is for them. And this friend has tried most things in that job. They've been active in everything just to see if they fit in anywhere, and they didn't. But it took them 13 years. 13 years to be certain. Jeez, guys. Let me get into your reading, all right? Oh, one last message. As I was channeling all these messages, I was listening to The Soil, the song of The Soil. Okay, the artists are The Soil, and the song is Sedilaka. I'll put it down in the description box down below. But also what I'm going to do is I'm going to put timestamps so where you guys can see when does the channeled messages start and when does the reading start. All right, let's get into your reading. It is Sunday, honeys, as I'm shooting this reading, but whenever you come across the reading, that is when God meant for you to find it. All right, I hope that it finds you in good spirit and that it lifts you up. Let's get into your reading. Okay, why am I starting with tarot though? I love tarot, right? Okay, do we use these? Do we use those? What do we use? Alrighty, I think. Okay, we're gonna do the cross Celtic as usual. Okay, for the Sunday Soul Path readings, I prefer to do the cross Celtic. Alright, okay, let's see this. So first of all, what is the situation? The first card we have is rejection. Woo. Why do we start off like that? So the situation here is rejection. I don't want to speak a lot on that. It could be a lot of things, right? But whatever this rejection was, it seems to be blocking your path. It's making your days and your weeks feel the same, like nothing is new, nothing is changing. You feel dead, maybe. Rejection. We're going to find out what is this about. Second card, please. What's the challenge? Maybe that will give us light, okay, as we are on this Sunday soul path reading. Can you give us clarity? What is standing in the collective's path, you know? What is the challenge over here? What's this rejection about? So the challenge seems to be self-worth. Oh my God. So some of you feel like you always get rejected because, you know, maybe you have low self-esteem or you put yourself in low self-esteem. I feel like you always build your confidence, you always build your self-esteem, right? It gets high and all of that and you feel confident and, ooh, you always get rejected. And then it goes way down all over again. Some of you feel like someone is rejecting you because, you know, they don't think you're worth them or being with them. And this has really taken its toll on your mind. You seem to not be concentrating on your own path. Your mind is just, because it's gray and it's the gray card with the rejection. This is all this person thinks about or all you think about. No, it can't be about another person because this is your reading. This is your path. So I feel like you have this. It could have been a job. It could have been a person, okay? It could have even been maybe in a family that didn't give you a position or a responsibility that you thought would come your way because you are worth it, but they gave it to someone else or they appointed it to somebody else. I don't know, man, what this is about, but a rejection is really playing in your mind. It seems to be, it's eating away at your days, at your weeks, man, at your months. Eventually you're gonna go past a year and realize you didn't really work on nothing for yourself because of this rejection that has really kept you. You didn't do nothing. Like you didn't do nothing. You didn't leave. You didn't tap in. You didn't connect with anybody in life or with God in any way. This is going to be difficult for you. We're going to clarify more on that. What is this about? Ooh. Okay, so what is the basis? What is grounding this? Where did it start off? It started off with gratitude. Guys, what did I say about greeting the sun and, you know, your solar plexus? If you didn't listen to the channeled messages, I would advise you to go back and listen a bit because I spoke there. I think this is the same vibes. I'm feeling those same vibes. Like somebody is not, it's not that you're not being grateful to a particular individual or people or organization or whatnot. You're not grateful for life. That's how some of you, the situation is going right now. And because you're not grateful for life, you don't feel worth it. Ooh. Okay. Card number 4. What happened in the past? Okay, before we speak a lot of things here, let's see what put you in this place. Okay, what put you in this place? Why do I feel like, and but also this is like, this is what's going to help you out. Okay, for some of you, you could be, everything is wrong. You could feel like everything is wrong. Nothing is going right. You know, you could feel like that, but there are things that are going right. The fact that you wake up every morning is going right in your life, right? And you wouldn't see such, you wouldn't appreciate such, right? Because your solar plexus is down. Because why? You don't greet the sun. You don't show gratitude for the fact that you did wake up to begin with. Okay, let's see what happened in the past. What made you this person, or what put you in this position? Because I don't think you would just give up just like that. Confusion. Who confused you or what confused you? I feel like some of you, you tried to tap into your gifts, your calling, or what you've been told that you're called into and it didn't work out. It's sort of like backfired, or you felt like it's too much or you don't connect with it. Something just backfired when it came to you finding your path or your purpose, right? And so you started going down. You started you stopped doing this thing. It's like some of you gave up on your training to become this high priestess that you're supposed to come, or this master teacher, whatever it is. It seems to be into the spiritual arts, but you seem to have forgotten about it. Maybe you need to forgive something or someone. There's confusion here. Let's also see card number 5. What is currently happening? I wanted to say presently. What is presently happening? Okay, so are you still confused, or have you gotten out of that confusion? Insecurities. Jeez, man. Guys, what made you feel like this? This is not good. This is the first Sunday Soul Path reading that I'm doing, and the vibes are a bit down, you know? Oh my God. Okay, whoever you are watching right now, if you're already resonating with this reading, if this is your message, I'm going to take some few seconds, a moment of silence, where I'm going to ask you to say a prayer for yourself, as I also say a prayer for everyone else going through this in my heart. Amen. You guys, you know what? It's difficult. In life, it is difficult to pinpoint what is your path, what is your purpose, what are you really here for? Because as humans, we come with a palette. You're not just one-sided, or you don't just come with one color. You are diverse, right? And so it's confusing to really understand what are you supposed to be doing. And this is why most people will incorporate everything or try to make it into one, because being decisive, it's confusing, deciding what is the right path. So I'm speaking to somebody here who's got multiple skills in the spiritual realm, and you're having difficulty understanding which one is the one you're supposed to be doing. But I'm hearing God saying, why do you have to choose? Why do you have to choose? Did I give you one? Because if I wanted you to choose, maybe I would have given you just two, so you can choose between. But I gave you 5, 7. Some of you, you're not just a dreamer of dreams. You don't just dream things that are about to happen, right? You're also some sort of a clairvoyant. You literally, as you're sitting, as you're watching, as you're observing everything, you're seeing things, you're hearing things. Your clear intuition is on its height. Right? So you've got multiple ways. Some of you, it's not even about your clears. Some of you, it's about the spiritual practice. Is it the religious one? Is it your cultural one? Is it the astrological one? You don't understand. Where should you initiate yourself, or where should you be initiated? Right? And so you have interest in all of them, or you have a bit of understanding into all of them, but you feel like you have to make a choice. God is saying, who said you must make a choice? This is what keeps you like this. You're insecure, and this is your root chakra. You're insecure. You're not balanced. You're not stable. You're not rooted. You're not grounded, because you feel like you're confused. There's a lot of things that you... But this gratitude card also, honey... Okay, we'll speak about this. We'll speak about this, because from what I'm seeing, that is going to give you a lot of clarity into a lot of things. That gratitude card, that is literally the one, because this is your third eye and your crown chakra card, right? You're going to get clarity. Okay, let's get into card number 6, destiny. Ooh, I like it. This is in the near future. This is the near future card, and in the near future, following your destiny is the only thing that's going to matter for you, right? But I feel like some of you are going to go into it with a rush, like you're going to want to do everything fast, and God is saying don't. That's how you get confused, and that's how you feel like, even if this is someone training you, if you have someone training you, someone guiding you, okay, please tell that person to not rush you. You don't need to be rushed. You need to take your time. Don't rush yourself. I've never seen where we had some 7-hour day, right? Okay, it's only when the seasons change. It's in between winter and summer, right? And at the equinoxes, the days and nights are actually equal, right? But if you look at it, if you actually look at it, I've never really seen, like, for example, imagine the day saying, okay, I'm just going to be 3 hours today. The rest can go to the night. And the moon will be like, no, I'm not coming. It's not my shift yet. It's not my time to glow, right? And so would be in darkness, right? And so this is what's happening. It's like you also realizing that you have to keep moving. You have to keep going. You can't just say, okay, okay, it's fine. Let me rush things. Okay, let me do things in a short period. I can be done. It doesn't work that way. The sun will always take its hours as it should. The moon will always take its hours as it should as well. And so should you. You shouldn't rush yourself. You should take things step by step, in sequence, as they should be, right? So for some of you, in the near future, you're realizing that following your destiny is what matters. But God is saying, don't rush into things, because that's how you always feel rejected. Why? You want to write bar exams, but you didn't study the LLB. It's not going to work. And I know the LLB is going to take years, but you got to go through it in order to pass the bar test, right? And so you can try to skip studying the years, going through the work, okay, and always try to write the test, but you're always going to be rejected. And you're not going to feel worth it because you didn't put in the work. So this is what most of the problem is with some of you. You have multiple skills, yes, but I feel like you didn't put in enough work in each skill. It's like as soon as you grab a skill, as soon as you see something about yourself spiritually, you grab something and then you're done with it. You want to move on to the next one, but you didn't thoroughly understand the previous one. And so, or rather, let me say, understanding the next one is not going to happen until you've understood the previous one, or overstood rather, right? So I feel like it's one of those things, man. Your path, yes, it's not even disturbed by other people or anything else. It's disturbed by your beliefs, the decisions you take, the paths you take, and your rush for things to work out quick. I think in the first soul path reading I did, I was talking about someone who you were feeling like God is not, making things fast enough, like that you feel like things were slow, and you feel like there's a thing within you that needs to be out, doesn't have to be out into the world. It can be out within your community or out wherever you are, but you gotta help, you gotta make an impact, but you can't pin down what that is. And some people could have been mocking you about it, right? That's what I'm talking about here. It's like now you're somebody that wants things to they must just flow and happen as fast as they could. So maybe a point can be proven. And that's also something that's going to delay you, because that's going to work on your solar plexus. You're literally using all your solar plexus energy to say, yeah, I want it to happen because I want to prove a point. And when it doesn't, your solar plexus goes down. And that's very dangerous. So there could be a lot of things, as I mentioned, now that are blocking you, but I see that they all have to do with you most of the time. It's what's happening within you. Only you can stop it, right? So what's in the 7th position? Your power. What is your power position? In your power, we have victim. What did I say now? You are victim. You're using your own power to victimize yourself. See? You're victimizing yourself. In your power position, we have victim. And you're hurting your heart. It's with the heart chakra. And you see? If your heart chakra is victimized, then everything else is victimized. I always say your heart chakra is like the Eskom. Your heart chakra is the Eskom, honey. It's that power point, right? It's the one that is distributing all this energy. That's why I also like to say that it's not money that makes the world go round. It's love. Because even people that make the world go round through money are driven by love for money. So love is the one that makes the world go round, right? And therefore, in your body as well, love is what's making everything vibrate high. This is why when people, if someone is about to die, and, people ask them to hold on, and they say, I can't anymore, I'm tired. That's when they have no love left or desire for life, or their life per se, right? Love is gone, and so such people can easily let themselves go, and they will be met with death. But anyone who fights can actually live longer. Anyone who still has, the desire to live, who still has love, or their heart chakra is still very active. This is someone who can still fight whatever sickness they're going through, right? So I feel like over here, a lot of you guys you are victimizing yourself. You are not giving yourself time to understand. I'm even getting confused. You're not giving yourself time to understand, and overstand matters, right? Before you can move on to the next thing, right? Some of you have changed. I feel like you've changed teachers multiple times. You've changed practices multiple times. And man, honey, you need to change that vibe, okay? The people around you, card number 8, what is in that position? Okay, what is the people around you? What are they how are they affecting you? Perception. Ooh, okay. And with your heart chakra still. Ooh. Some of you have you've gained some sort of responsibility. I feel like I'm talking to someone who could have a platform of some sort, You're not aware of how dangerous you always playing victim, but not even playing it to others, to yourself. You're always angry with yourself. You're always, because you feel like, why isn't everything working? Some of you may direct the anger to some people, right? But I feel like most of you just know you don't really blame others. You feel like somewhere, somehow, you must have fumbled the bag because you know your shortcomings. You know what you did or what you did not do, right? What could have led you where you are. And as I said, could have been with listening to a lot of people, doing a lot of things at once, trying to cram things instead of really studying and ingesting them, right? So the position of the people around you is that they have a perception, but it also has to do with your heart chakra. I'll clarify this. I'm not satisfied with how I want to reference it, so I'll clarify it. But I really feel like for most of you, it's like people sympathize with you, okay? People love you, the people around you. I'm not talking about the world. I'm talking about people that matter to you. I don't know about other readers, but whenever I, as a reader, say people this, people that, I'm speaking about people that matter to you, honey, okay? Not everybody should matter to you. I'm sure you know that. Surely you do. So the people around you are actually kind of like... they perceive you as, someone you're very strong-hearted, according to them, but you always break your own heart. Is that what's making you strong-hearted? Wow. Okay, let's go on. I can't wait to get into tarot. Card number 9, hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. And 1 and 2 pop. Recovery. Okay. Oh, and the last one. Look at this. Okay. Why does love life always have to try to overtake all my other readings? Okay, so card number 9, hopes and wishes. We've got recovery. Something needs to be recovered, or you feel like if you recover something, then you're going to be fine. And this is your gift. This is your calling. This is your purpose. This is what it is that you're meant to be doing. And because you haven't really recovered it, you're still on this road of recovery, right? You're not discovering it. It's not new. You've had it all along. Some of you, this has to do with your south node, all right? And so where's your south node? Your south node could be in Virgo. I'm trying to see the houses. In my mind, I'm thinking, I know your south node in Virgo can be very tricky for you to recover some of your gifts from previous lifetimes. Your south node, also if it's standing at the winter solstice, right? Yes, if it's standing at the winter solstice, which will be the cusp of, I think, Sagittarius and Capricorn, at the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn, or if it is in either one of those two houses. If you have your south node in Sag, in Cap, and in Virgo, it's likely not going to be that easy for you to get it, because both Sag and Cap are at the lowest point just before the ascent, right? And Virgo, it's just Virgo. Virgo is the hermit. Virgo is hiding. Virgo can't be seen. Virgo is tricky. It likes to play hide and seek sometimes. So your gift could be playing hide and seek with you. If your south node, which is the node that tells you of your past and the person that you were and the things that you carried with you, right? So if your south node is in Virgo's house, it's going to be hard for you to find out exactly who are you and what is your gift. You're just going to see multiple things, but you won't know what to do with them, right? Until you start showing gratitude, until you start greeting the sun. Why? The sun has been here for light years, okay? It's been here for forever. So it's known you in different suits, in different bodies and faces. It's seen you come back multiple times. It knows you. It knows exactly what you're supposed to be doing and how to do it. So if you teach yourself to greet the sun every morning, the sun may just guide you to your south node so that you can then find your north node. Because some of you need to find your south node first before you find your north node. As in, find your past before you find your future, right? But some of you, it is through your future that you're going to find your past and understand who you were when you are already that person. Some of you will have to understand who you must be before you become that person. Okay, so what are we clarifying here? We're going to go with rejection. That felt really deep. Okay, to start off with, this is the situation. Okay. 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. There's already 5. So changes are coming, but changes are needed. There's the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you gotta stop charging. You see, I did say, it's like a lot of you just want to get things done very quickly. Things must just happen as quick as you want. You want to get this done. You can't wait. You can't wait to be called a certain person. You can't wait to be, it could be a promotion at work. Maybe it comes with a name. Okay, maybe this is you being married and being called Mrs. Somebody. I don't know. This could also be, you finally graduating and being called doctor, being called lawyer, whatever. But it's taking time, it's taking its toll. You feel like your path, your purpose, it's not clear. Maybe you're starting to feel like maybe I did the wrong thing. Did I not? Because that's the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. Wands are all about spirituality. This is conflict within. All right, you're having conflict within yourself, asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? Is this really right? I'm going for it for the 7th time now. Am I really going to get through? Am I just wasting my time? Okay. And then also with 5, that is halfway, as I also say, and these are cups, these are emotions, right? So you feel like, I've already put in so much work, invested, you're very emotional about this. You don't know whether to go back or forth. It feels like you're halfway. Going back would be the same as trying to go forward. Why? Because for you, going forward could also still be a fail. At this point, you're so used to being rejected in whatever this is, you feel like it's no point. But there's also an Ace of Cups. Okay. There's an Ace of Cups. Some of you, you've tried to have a child multiple times. You're starting to feel like you shouldn't have a child. And God is saying, of course that child is going to come. The problem is, you're not going to give birth to the child first. You're going to give birth to a gift first. And this is why the child is taking time. Do you understand that when you vibrate high, all your organs also become at their best? And do you understand that whatever human being that you create from those high vibrational chakras that are connected to your organs is going to be one of the best human beings there is? And that's what God wants for some of you. You're struggling to conceive because you haven't reached a level or a height of your chakras that God wants you to reach. And so you're not going to come out with any creativity of any sort. It is in your path. Your path. It could be. What is in your path though? It's in your path. It's in your purpose. It's written in the stars about your life. That is your birth chart, right? That you're going to give birth to this human being that's going to be extraordinary. And because you don't know it, you wouldn't know how you're supposed to behave, what you're supposed to do, how to go about it, right? And so you wouldn't know that, okay, so the reason I'm struggling to conceive is because I've been concentrating on this baby for 3 years. I forgot doing this and that for myself and whatnot. I haven't been strengthening my connection with God, right? Honey, greet the sun. Greet the sun, my darling. Greet the sun. The sun knows how to get you out of that. The sun will give you a son. That's what I'm saying on that. All right, let's clarify another card. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. What's this gratitude about? 2 of Swords, another confusion card. Yet confusion. Some of you listened recently, or maybe not recently. You've been doing this very, like a lot, right? You've been doing this very much, and it's been killing you. You've been giving gratitude to the wrong people, the wrong energy, the wrong department, the wrong something or someone. Some of you have been giving gratitude to the wrong people. I'll give you the truth right now. You could have been praying to God and thanking God for everything God has been doing for you. I'm not saying it wasn't God who did it. This time God could have used your ancestors, or they could have been the first responders. There's things that your ancestors or your angels will hear, and they know it's not on their level to fix. They'll pass it on to God. There's things that they will hear, and it's small things that they can fix, right? They'll fix it without even having to bother God. So sometimes we give gratitude where it's not that it's not due, but it's not. Some of you, you're thanking your ancestors, but it's actually God who pulled that one through for you. God is like, your ancestors were not ranked. They were not authorized on that level. I did it for you, and here you are, giving all the slaughtering and everything to them. Who said I don't like slaughter? I think on the previous readings I spoke about this as well. Cain and Abel. Right? Cain and Abel. Simple in the Bible. Cain was, both of them were farmers. Cain gave God vegetables. Abel gave God a lamb. And it says there in the Bible that Cain was pissed. Why? Because, no, they didn't say Cain was pissed. I said so. Cain was not happy because it says in the Bible that God loved the aroma of the burning sheep. So God was happy with Abel's offering. Now some of you are out there making offerings and speaking there and talking to the ancestors. It's okay. You can do that. But some things, when you say thank you, just so you know, it wasn't really your ancestors, it was God. Yes, your ancestors were there. They tried to help. It was not on their level. They gave it to God. Some of you, it's vice versa. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from with that, right? I did explain on my previous readings that there's a way to connect with God through your root chakra, or it could be through your solar plexus chakra, right? And so with your root chakra, it's going to involve angels or what do you call ancestors, right? This is when it involves other beings other than God, other spiritual beings. These are ranks, right? So the lowest rank will be your ancestors. The second rank will be angels, as some people call it, right? Angels are okay. I'm making this reading. No, this is not a teaching. This is a reading. Okay, you guys. So for the gratitude card, there's the Two of Swords. As I said, this is misdirected gratitude. Okay, just find out in your life that doesn't have to be about spiritual things, but could be people per se. Maybe you are thanking the wrong person. All along, someone else is helping you. You thought it was someone else. You've been paying the wrong person, or you've been thinking the wrong person. All right. Let's also clarify insecurity, since we were speaking about root chakras and your way to connecting with God or finding your path. It can be through those who have walked in your path before you, right? Following the footpaths of your bloodline. I'm also hearing the rock lapis lazuli. I don't know why I'm hearing about that rock. I'm hearing lapis lazuli and bloodlines. Okay. We have exactly. Insecurities and also soulmate. I don't want to read on the soulmate card, you guys. I don't. This is the completion. This is like the final outcome, right? I'll save this for Friday, right? I might just continue this reading now, basing it on everything I found out, and then start off the reading with this card, right? So I can continue this, but based on your love life, because this is the card that closed the whole Celtic cross spread I'm using right now. So if this is the last card, I don't want to concentrate. This is about your love life, but this is literally saying, after all this, after in your soul path, all right, in your path, and part of your purpose is being with a twin eventually. That is if you're not already with your twin. The Destiny card came out as well. I told you guys, most of the time this one comes when I'm doing soulmates and twin flame readings, right? So I don't want to concentrate on that, because this is about you. This is about your path. So we're not going to concentrate much on the soulmate one. Just so you know, when you're on your path, and when things start showing up, especially on your path of ascent, that's when your soulmate comes in, honey. So to clarify insecurities, we have the Page of Wands. I told you that you're insecure about your gift or how you're supposed to use your gift, right? Some of you, there's cultures, customs, and traditions that are actually binding you. They are restricting you. They're not making you free to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, right? Do you know how difficult it is to speak to someone right now in 2023 who's your teacher, and they were born in 1950? To speak to them about the likes and the wants of a spirit that is working with you, a spirit that used to walk on this earth in the 1800s. This person that's training you, I'm making an example, right? This person that's training you was born in the 50s. Now it's 2023. Maybe you were born in the early 90s, and now it's 2023. And the spirit that is awakening in you, that is teaching you, that is guiding you right now, is from the 1800s, the ancestor. Do you think the one teaching you now will have enough depth about that person? They may have an idea, but they will not know everything. And so you shouldn't let the one teaching you now to be the one to fully dictate what needs to happen or what must happen. I hope I'm talking to somebody. For some of you, your insecurities are created by that. You don't follow your own instincts. You don't follow your own bloodline, right? All these red cards on this corner, bloodline. You don't follow in the paths of your ancestors, because the person that's training you isn't always in your lineage. Sometimes they come from a very different lineage. What brings you guys together? This ancient spirit that is within you, like I said. For example, Umundawe. You know, people think when you have Umundawe spirit, you must be of foreign blood. You must not. No. Mundawe isn't a bloodline thing. It's not a bloodline thing. This is a spirit that has existed. Oh, I don't know how to explain it. It's a spirit. It's a god. And so when you initiate to have that spirit within you, you are not really initiating your grandmother per se. Your grandmother could have had this spirit and she passed away. She's the one guiding you now to have the same spirit. But it's not your grandmother operating in you. It's that spirit. For some of you, it becomes your grandmother. Because why? When your grandmother passed on, she was so high vibrational, or she could have been on her last life cycle, where she now can no longer be on the 3D. She's too experienced, too advanced for the 3D. She starts only operating in the spirit realm. She literally becomes an angel. And such people will have had to come back multiple times on this earth, completing so many missions, right? To tell you the truth. If you study your science, you'll understand it. You have to come back on this earth 33 times and get it right 33 times in order for you to ascend into this African God or African spirit that can possess any and everybody. I spoke about the 1800s, right? That is a very long time ago. Now, Umundawe, for an example, that's actually the one that would come from those times, because the other qualities and traits of the spirit of Umundawe is that they were well versed with many cultures and many races. They saw races come into certain lands before even those races knew they would come to those lands, right? Those are the Mundawes. These are very ancient spirits that have come back to this lifetime 33 times, if not more. But in that period, they have managed to successfully complete their life cycles 33 times. I don't want to teach more on that. I'm saving everything for the new channel, you guys. I said it, we're going to speak about God, the Bible, love, karma, African spirituality, astrology, chakras, anything. How everything aligns. Let's find the other card to... So basically here, listen to your guide within. Whoever is within you, whoever is guiding you, please listen to that person. Follow in the paths of that person, okay? Not really the physical person that you're with on earth. I'm talking about the spirit inside. Okay, what is the victim card? What's the victim card? Yeah, you've always been victimizing yourself because you don't listen. You're being given messages. You hear them. You see them in your dreams. Sometimes you get instincts. You get compelled to do certain things or certain actions, but you don't follow through. Because why? Because your teacher said don't do that or do this. Why? Or because the world says this is wrong, this is right, right? So sometimes we are limited by other people. That perception that I was talking about. This could also be, yes, you're very worried about how people perceive you. Clarifying the victim card, we've got the nine of cups, yes, and the strength card. You see? Nine of cups, some people say this is selfishness, but also this is like being emotionally stable or emotionally independent, right? The right way to say it is having some emotional intelligence. And I feel like some of you were failing at that. It's a battle. With the strength card, this is Leo energy. Once again, what is this? Solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus is not in the right place. That is why I feel like you're unstable emotionally. This is a sign to say somebody, what's victimizing you? Your nine of cups. You're not emotionally stable, or you feel like you're not emotionally intelligent to handle certain situations in your life. Your strength card, your solar plexus is also what's keeping you in this victim mode because it's down. So anyone, like you don't have a backbone. I'm just going to say it like that. I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm talking to someone who's lacking in their backbone. Any and everybody can tell them where to go, what to do, how to do it. And you listen to everybody. How do you think you're going to work out when you listen to everybody? Okay. One last card to clarify. The recovery. Let's clarify recovery for you guys. Okay. Ooh, beautiful stuff. I like it. What did I say? I think somewhere in the reading I said, if you have your South Node in Virgo, it's going to be a bit tricky for you to discover your gift and get it right and, pin it down and, work on it and walk in your path. It's going to be a bit tricky. I did say that, didn't I? And I also said you are going to recover it if you are walking on your path. You're going to recover your gifts or you're going to recover your purpose. But now the tricky thing is the Virgo card is here. And it's looking like this. Like a light is being shone upon your gift. So you are going to definitely recover your hopes and your wishes and fears, right? What you fear, You shouldn't. I feel like you were afraid that you'll never really recover this. Some of you actually even know what you're supposed to become. Some of you, you could have already had your gift, right? But recently it's gone. You feel like you're not as tapped in. Oh my God, you feel like, something is not right. I can't see things clearly. I've been through that, okay? People into media will tell you about a writer's block, an artist creativity going down, stuff like that, right? For some of you, it's like your gift. You felt like you're losing your spiritual power or spiritual gift or your connection, your intuition. You feel like something was down, right? And maybe you thought, did I completely lose it? For some of you, it was dreams. Your dreams used to be very clear, very precise, and they were actually very helpful. Maybe not only to you, but to others as well. But you took a bit of time not having these dreams, right? And you couldn't understand why. God is saying it's coming back. Your South Node is in Virgo for most of you. It's coming back. It's coming back. All I can say is coming back. The World card, confirmation. That is a completion of a cycle, something coming to an end. And also this is something being seen, all right? Something that is not hidden in front of your eyes. So, this is beautiful. You're going to see it. You're going to understand clearly what your gift is if you follow the advice that I've been giving throughout the reading. Okay, if not more. But the most important one, you don't have to take any of my advice, but the most important one I would like you to take is listen to your inner voice. Listen to the spirit that is guiding you, the spirit that is within you, the godly spirit that is within you, a branch of God that God has dispensed inside of you. Please listen to it. I'm going to close this reading here. I don't think I want to read any further, you guys. Let me just pull one card for this soulmate. Some of you, I'm hearing, my love, where are you? Why did I try to sing? My love, where are you? You know that song, right? You know that song. I killed it for y'all, but you guys know this song. I'll also put up a link in the description box of this song. It's by who? It's Surrender. The name of the song is Surrender. I just forgot who sang it. Can we surrender? Oh my God. I promise I'm usually better than this. Today's word is like okay, but I'm hearing that because I feel like it says whenever you're ready, can we surrender, right? Some of you this rejection could have had to do with your love life. This is why this was the first card and this was the last card. And in between, God was giving you advice and telling you where you flopped, where you fumbled the bag, and how to get the bag again. And this is where you're going to end up. So some of you have been rejected by somebody you love. This could be a twin or a soulmate. This person was not going to come forward until you've gotten yourself on the right level. Your relationship with God. In Zulu, they say, "Lungisa indaba yakho noJesu." Go fix your issues with God. Okay? So I feel like for some of you, as I'm hearing this song, it's like God is saying, after all this battle, after you finding yourself, you stable in yourself, you being grounded with your gift, your calling, your purpose, somebody's coming in and they're not coming in to play, honey. This is a life partner. But let's get one card. Just one card. Yeah, as I sing that song, look at it. My love, where are you? This is like someone who's seeking, right? 5D communication. Some of you are calling out to your soulmate. You haven't met them, your twin flame. You're calling out to them because you're ready to commit to somebody. But are you ready to commit to yourself and God and your purpose on your path? No, if not yet, this person is not coming. But if you're ready, if you've been on your path, expect them. Okay? The card to clarify this. Okay, these two just wanted to come out. Horse riding or a lot of horses. This is the card that I pulled out, but this also came out. This one is on a horse. This one is on a horse. Let's see. Okay, no more horses, but there's ones, right? There's ones and there's horses. This is, there's a show called, X Reaper. The guy likes to say, Amadzwai. I like it when he says that. I'm going to use that. Amadzwai. It's like, how do I call it, man? Like, what is the right English word for it? I actually used that example because I couldn't find the right fitting words. Amadzwai. What can I call it? Help me down in the comment section down below. Please help me down there. Okay, you guys. But these are the little spies. I could call them the minions. Yeah, the minions or something. No. I don't think they... Let me just say minions, right? I feel like God has like an army of small minions just fighting to make this connection work. All right? Ooh, fighting for you guys, because there's a wheel of fortune. Something very important has to happen. Something very significant has to happen in this connection, all right? With this Leo energy, this is the solar plexus coming up once again, the sun's energy. And then we have Virgo coming up once again. What is this energy with the sun and Virgo? A lot of you could be Virgos watching this, but I also feel like you've been in a lot of hermit. As I said, you could have had insecurities. You've been confused about your gift, your path, your purpose. What are you supposed to do with your life? But all of that is moving away. Okay, you're getting out of this Virgo, but also while you were in Virgo, God saw you, God heard you, God was talking to you, and now something is coming your way with this Knight of Pentacles. An offer will come your way, especially regarding your love life. But fix this issue first here, please. Oga, fix this one. I don't know what's happening. It's too much. It's like you are listening to too many people, are doing too many things. You are washing with this, washing with that. You are washing. Oga, please, you are eating too. Please now concentrate your energy. It's like somebody who has too many tarot card readers. You'll be confused. Everybody comes with different energy. Oga, please, nah. I think I've emphasized that point. I don't want to read more on that, but we'll do that for Friday. I just hope I remember this reading. Friday, I'll pull out only these cards and we'll take the reading from there. Alrighty? So guys, thank you for tuning in. I do hope that the reading resonated with you guys. If not, check out my other readings or check out other readers. Until next time, darlings. Oh, no. Please, darlings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely comment. Looking forward to hearing from you guys, okay? Until next time, darlings. Bye.